Okay, we're back. Anyway, now let me see if any of you guys have mentioned Alley Cat. I don't know if anyone else has seen it or not. Sorry. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for the follows, you guys. Thank you for the follows. Anything you can do to TikTok chat is better. I agree with you, Alicia. TikTok chat is way better. What's up, Vader? If you can like and share, get the word out. Let's bring some more people in here and have this conversation because I love talking about just movies. I love talking about movies, especially physical media. All right, so Satan's Blood. This is bought on recommendation of a YouTuber that I trust, but I also know that he can lead me astray sometimes. So I haven't watched it yet. Don't know anything about it. It's a cool slipcover though, Canon. So I fell victim to what you're falling victim to now. Here's the inside artwork, which is also kind of cool. So there's that. So if you're just joining me on this YouTube stream, my computer died during the previous stream, so this is part 2 of my Vinegar Syndrome Complete Collection, getting ready for the sale that's about to happen Thursday night. All right, so Rush Week. Canon, this movie is pretty fun. I think the slip is still available. This should be a pretty good price. It's been out for a long time. It is your typical 80s college kids partying slasher movie. It's not super special in that way, but it's also fine. You know, it's fine to add on a movie night when you're doing this kind of movie. Some video store artwork for you. I liked this movie. I got it for cheap. It'll be pretty cheap during the sale. So there you go. I do think there is still a slipcover for this one available over on the VS website. Ever hear of The Butcher Boy? I don't think so. What's the worst VS movie you've bought so far? Okay, let me look. I could tell you that. The worst. Alley Cat's pretty bad. But do I have one that's worse? That one might be the worst one, honestly. Yeah, I think Alley Cat is literally the worst that I own. And it's because the other ones that are worse than Alley Cat that I've bought, I flipped. I was able to trade for something else or sell or whatever. Because I don't like to keep it. If it's not good, I don't really like to keep it around. In fact, this copy of Alley Cat that I have is on eBay right now. If someone ends up swooping in and getting it, if they want it, because it's out of print. I don't even think I'm selling it for that much considering it's out of print. So... Oh, okay, cool. John, you're back. Excellent. We are back. Yeah, my computer died. Let's see. Hot Snake is excellent. I saw that. I don't know what that is. It's a Mexican Western? All right. Also, Blood and Guts. Isn't that part of a double feature? Isn't that a double feature? Let's see. Can't, like, it's taking me a minute to look it up. So let me know. Is that part of a double feature? All right, let me get back over to the TikTok page. Let's see, before I go to the next one. Where do you sell them? I usually sell them on eBay, honestly. I can start trying to put it out here and let you guys know on TikTok if somebody wants to buy. Hey, dude, what's up? Twinflix, I'm just going through my entire Vinegar Syndrome collection, getting fired up for the sale starting Thursday night. We're just talking Vinegar Syndrome. So that's what's what. But yeah, usually I have an eBay. You can find me on there. Or if you want, message me and I'll send you a link. Okay, so this one... Again, we have something that I cold bought. I think this one is okay. This one, you'll see why I bought it. This is another VSA called Tiger Claws. And you'll see why I bought it, because based off the discussion we just had, it features Cynthia Rothrock. Now, what I didn't know when I bought this is that at the time of the making of this film, Cynthia Rothrock had gotten pregnant. So she's barely in the movie. She has a few key scenes and then she kind of disappears from the movie. But I'm really happy to have this movie because I love the bonus features. Because she's all up in here talking about her experience with the filmmakers, trying to do what she could do for the movie. She's just cool, a cool person. I really enjoy her. And, I love that she's like Chuck Norris. She actually fights. Patrick Swayze tried to do some martial artsy type of stuff in his movies, but he was just a dancer. He wasn't actually a martial arts guy. So I bought that because Cynthia Rothrock. Tiger Claws. You know that one? Yeah. It's a fun little movie. It's just not what I thought. It's fun in different ways. It's fun for its badness. But my girl Cynthia Rothrock is not in it enough. Cynthia Rothrock, hot chick in the 80s, watched a bunch of her movies in the late 80s. So I think the ones that she's the most known for, that I really wish someone would do boutiques for, is a series of movies called China O'Brien. That was her character. Secta Sinistro from VS is wild, crazy Spanish horror, but the effects are quite bad and hilarity. Okay. If you're in the mindset for that kind of thing, yeah. The VS edition of Beastmaster is excellent. Don't be skipping ahead. Don't be skipping ahead, John. We're going to get there. Beastmaster is also yeah. We're going to get there. I have it right here. We're going to talk about it. We are definitely talking about it. Curse of the Blue Lights looks interesting. I saw that. It does look interesting. I'm going to pull my card up here at the end of this, and we'll talk about what I ended up putting in there in case you missed it yesterday. All right, so now we have Trauma. This is still available in slipcover. I like this movie. It is a Dario Argento. It is one of the, sort of at the end of his good stuff, the era of good stuff that he was able to do. I think this one's maybe early 90s, and it features his daughter, Asia Argento. This is the more traditional artwork. I like this movie. It has a cool slipcover. It will be cheap because it has been out for a few years and they still have slips. So it's going to be cheap during this sale. I recommend. I like it a lot. What's up, John? Thanks for joining. All right. So this one I bought during the $10 sale, and I did watch this one. This is from a partner label. I forget which label it is, but it's called Tragedy Girls. I haven't checked to see if the slip is still available, Canon, but it will be cheap, this movie. And it's a fun little movie. I think it's better than Bodies, 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 and it exists kind of in that same space. Tragedy Girls is about two girls who want to be social media influencers for being true crime investigators. And they decide that the best possible way that they can be successful, get all the clicks, and be good at doing the work is if they do the killing. And then they go and investigate it. Highly entertaining, really cool social commentary, fun little movie. I recommend it. It'll be cheap during the sale, so why not? Just check that inventory count. See where it is. You say, yeah, fast forward. That's funny. All right, I can't help it. I have a handful of movies here. All right, so this might be the worst movie I have in my collection. Somebody asked me about what was the worst VS movie I have in my collection. I forgot about this one. It is Surf 2. Now, I know a lot of people, I'm not going to show you the back. There's not nudity on it, but it's got big old butt cheeks of somebody in a G-string bathing suit, so I'm just going to avoid that. But I understand bad and campy and, time capsule and all that business, but I just didn't like this movie. I thought it wasn't good, and I know a lot of people love it, so I don't know if the slip is still available, and I don't know what the count is on this one, because I already have it, so I didn't look closely at it. I don't recommend it, but I know a lot of people really do like this movie for whatever reason, so it's a nice addition, and I probably will end up trying to trade this movie with somebody at some point. It's a $10 buy. You guys tell me if it's good. It's called Sister Sister. I picked this up during the $10 sale. Don't know anything about it. I looked at the trailer. It looked okay. It looked interesting to me. And it was $10, so I grabbed it. I haven't looked to see if this has reversible art, because it has the same art on the inside. Do we have reversible art? We do. We do. Okay. So let's flip the artwork real quick. But yeah, I don't know. Literally don't know anything about it except, it looked okay in the trailer. And it was $10 during their 10-year celebration sale. And basically what they were doing during that sale, in case you don't know, Vinegar Syndrome does have, and that will be on sale during this weekend too, they do have a subscription program where you pay a big chunk of money. I mean, it's like $1,000. It's a lot of money. But you basically get everything they put out for the year. They send you everything. Even if I had the $1,000 to spend, I wouldn't do it because I don't collect porn. And they put out a lot of porn, and I respect them for doing that because it needs to be, especially that porn from the 70s. It was actually shot on film when they tried to do stories. That kind of stuff just needs to be preserved for film history, but it's not something I collect for. And they put out so much of that to me, there's no value in the subscription. There. Reverse the art. Cool. So that subscription is not of value to me, but it might be to you. It's a cool way to get all their stuff and not have to worry about actually ordering it. They just send it. All right, so that is all of the slipcover editions, I think. Okay, here's another VSA. This is one of my favorite movies that I have from Vinegar Syndrome, and this one's long out of print. It's called Savage Dawn. This is the first ever VSA that I bought. This has a poster with it. It's a bottom loader. It's numbered on the top, just like all the others. It has Lance Henriksen in it. He's an ex-military guy turned biker because it's a biker genre movie. Goes to a small town to visit family, only to find that town being ravaged by, you guessed it, bikers. So he has to kick ass. And it's really fun. I really liked it. It's very of the era kind of 70s grindhouse. And if you can find it, I say get it if it's not too expensive. You got to go, but I love being here. Thank you so much for joining, Alicia. Thank you for the shares and the likes and everything. You're always such a cool supporter of what we do. And I can't wait to see you again. Hopefully you'll be with us tomorrow night when we go live, because me and Leo, I guess, are going live for the sale. And maybe even Twinflix or some other people will jump in too. That'd be great. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Let's see. Oh, here's another slip edition I forgot. Flesh Eating Mothers. This is a fun little movie. This is a mom's revenge movie, and it's fun. I think it's fun. It's cute. It'll be on sale during the sale, and if you're looking for something to add, I think they still have slipcovers, so that's kind of cool. All right, this one's out of print. It's another VSA, but I'm going to show it anyway. Grave Secrets. I love this movie. This is another success story. Here's additional art for the movie. It is an 80s spooky ghost haunted house movie. It is funny because you watch it. It's very 80s, but the effects are very like 1950s, and it's done that way on purpose. It's inadvertently funny. I just love it. I love it. It was a blind buy that I was so excited for, and sadly, it's out of print. This movie deserves a little more love and attention, honestly, because it's a cool little movie. I liked it. All right, this is a partner label movie. It is still available. It should be on sale. I bought it last year. It's called The Last Matinee. Here's the artwork with the English translation on it. And it is a love letter to slashers and to giallo. It feels very Italian horror. It feels very slashery. It is a slasher story set inside a movie theater, and I'm all about movie theaters. You guys know this, so I had to have this movie. I recommend. All right, let's see. So if you're just joining us, I'm showing off my Vinegar Syndrome collection, and we're talking about the sale that's going to be happening Thursday night. All American Murder is excellent. Very nice, mouthy Christopher Walken performance. Now, is that Vinegar Syndrome or is that Severin? That one, though. The Grave is mucho excellent. Is it? Because I love the artwork for The Grave. I've been really tempted by it. I like the artwork, so it's really kind of been on my radar for a while. Oh, what did you say? Yeah, a bunch of VS porn. Like the audio commentaries if they have them. I have never thought about that. I bet the audio commentaries on some of those porn releases are pretty good. I bet they are pretty fun. The Grave is a great underrated 90s movie. I might have to look into it on your recommendation because, like I said, the artwork has had my attention for quite a while. So if you guys know about that one, let me know. All right. Let me just check here one more time. Thank you for sharing the live. You are so cool. Literally the best. All right. Let's see what else we have. This is a partner label. It's called The Little Hours. It is a comedy, kind of like a sex comedy. Well, it is a sex comedy. It is a modern movie. I think this is from, let me just look it up real quick and tell you. Because this was a blind buy. I bought it because I'm collecting nun horror movies, and I thought it would be funny to have this in the mix. Let me just look it up so I can tell you. It was from 2017. I knew it was new, but it has a banger of a cast. It's got Alison Brie, Kate Micucci, something like that. I don't know. Dave Franco, Aubrey Plaza, who is scene stealing. Molly Shannon is fantastic in this movie. It's a bunch of other. Nick Offerman is great in this. Paul Reiser is in the movie. So there's a lot of recognizable people. It is literally a sex comedy set inside a convent, and it's again, like I said, it's a partner label. So if you go to look for it to add it to your collection, look in the partner label section. You can search by title. It's called The Little Hours, and I would wager it's going to be on sale too. I don't know what the quantities are on it as far as slipcover or standard edition, whatever. You're going to have to check that out. But it comes with a recommendation for me. It's fun. All right. We're getting close to the end. Here is one. This was a blind buy. I freaking love this movie. It's so much fun. It's called called Nightmare Sisters. I was lucky enough to get this with a slip. Hopefully there's no nudity in that. And then on the inside, here's the original box art. It is a very traditional 80s exploitation horror film about these girls. They're like nerdy girls or whatever, but you know, it's ridiculous because even when they're nerdy, they're still super really cute, who do like a seance type of thing, and they get taken over by evil entities who make them these like hot S&M dominatrix type chicks who then go and kill these girls' boyfriends. So it's fun. It's silly. It was a blind buy when it was on sale. The slipcover is gone for this one, but that means you're going to get this movie probably between $15 and $18 during this sale, and I recommend. It's fun. It's a good little 80s cheeseball movie. Lastly, Rest in Pieces. I bought this on sale. I haven't watched it, so you guys tell me if it's good. I've not watched it yet. There's the original artwork. Literally don't know anything about it because I bought it for cheap. I actually bought this at the convention. That's right. I bought this at the convention where I bought the other one and just grabbed it. Let me know if it's any good. I have nothing to say about that one because I haven't watched it yet. All right. So now I'm going to show you from a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. I don't know if this is going to be on sale or not. I would expect that it would be because it came out last year. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. What's So Bad It's Good? TT. Most excited for being on sale. You know what? Let me revisit that question when I open my cart, and I'll tell you. So last year, this movie came out, and it was my number one movie of last year. Better than Everything Everywhere All at Once. Better than Top Gun Maverick. It's Vortex. This movie freaking destroyed me. It destroyed me. If you know who Dario Argento is, he's the lead actor in this movie. It's a small cast, but he's acting in this movie, and he's so damn good. This movie is heart-wrenching. It is basically the story of a couple, older couple. The husband is in failing health. He's just older, nothing specific. He's just older and, failing health. But the wife is suffering from dementia. The entire movie is told in split screen. You see the same events throughout the movie, but from each of their perspectives. How she sees it on one side, how he experiences it on the other side. It's fantastic. And the box is so cool because it's split screen. The box is actually split. And happily, this is not like the Demons box from from Arrow. This one doesn't fall apart on the shelf. So I'll just show you the actual case here real quick. This was the theatrical poster art. So you might recognize it. It is a beautiful, beautiful movie. It's Gaspar Noé, who did Irreversible and a lot of other horror movies. He did Climax. This one might be his most impactful movie, though. Watch for this. See if it's on sale during the sale. It should be, because I believe all partner stuff is on sale also. Tyler is fine. Haha. I mean, rest in peace is so bad it's good. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. I'm glad to hear that, because literally it was at a convention. You don't see boutique stuff at conventions that often, so I just grabbed it. I just bought it. What's up, Jenny? What's up, VB? Thanks for joining. If you guys will hit the like button, let's get some likes going, and we might grab a few more people to come in here and talk about Vinegar Syndrome with us. All right, that is it for my standard editions, slipcover editions, and VSAs. Now we're going to talk about the last thing that I have here are the super premium releases. These will be on sale, but not at a full 50% off. There's no way they're going to do these at a full 50. So, okay. So how did I miss this? Gaspar does some wild shit. I need to see if Vortex is streaming. I don't know if it is, but let me tell you something. If it's not, it is worth the money. I mean, so Gaspar Noé knows how to do horror and make it effective. He has done that time and time again. He knows how to do straight up drug-induced visuals to really make you almost vomit. He's done that a couple of times. And he knows how to take drama and devastate you, gut you. He's proven that with Vortex. It's so good. So if it's not streaming, I say buy it on, like I'm telling you, it's that good. It is that good. So, all right. So premium editions, Cloak and Dagger. This is one of those magnet boxes that they have the patent on. I would imagine this will be on sale, but like I said, it won't be 50% off. This is a very premium 4K. This is the coolest slipcover in my collection, period. Cloak and Dagger is about a kid who goes to buy an Atari video game in the 80s, not knowing that the plans for a super secret stealth bomber are hidden inside the cartridge. This is what the slipcover looks like, you guys. Holy shit. This looks like, if you go look up 80s Atari games, this is what the box looked like for those games. It's so cool. They even put a price tag on it. And then when you take it out of the slip, it's got a cartridge-style label on it. You guys, this artwork, I mean, it's just like museum quality design here. And there's a nice book inside here and the whole thing. Literally the best slipcover in my collection. Also a very fun little movie. Highly recommended. Like I said, it will be on sale during the Vinegar Syndrome sale, but I don't know for what. So this one also, the same clipper box. We were talking about Beastmaster earlier. Here it is. Again, another that patented box. And on the inside, the movie itself, the 4K, has this cool-ass 80s fantasy-style slipcover that's felt. So it has that felt feeling. It's also debossed, so all of this stuff is raised. And then we get the original box art here. There's a poster in here. There's a book. There's a full-length feature documentary about the movie in here. Tons of extras. Don Coscarelli directed this movie, and I love Don Coscarelli. He also did the Phantasm movies. He did Bubba Hotep. Fun director. This will be on sale. Not full 50% off, but you will get this in the 30s, I bet you. And last but not least, I have this. This is one of my pride and joys. I love this movie. It is a grindhouse revenge story from the 70s. There are two cuts of the movie, the domestic cut and then the international uncut, basically X-rated European cut of the movie. They're both here. You can't get this box anymore, but you can get the individual versions with slips during this sale, and they will be discounted. So you can still buy them, and that might be fine for you because you may only want the domestic US cut. Because honestly, what happened with the international cut The European cut is in order to try and make more money. The production company thought it would be cool to take the movie and cut in some explicit pornographic scenes. And they cut them in so tightly that you can't tell that the people performing said act are not the actors in the movie. They had porn actors do this, and they cut really tight on certain things to be able to show it. So, I mean, the scenes are unnecessary. They don't do anything for the movie. That was just a way for them to make some money, because that type of thing made money in theater in the 70s in Europe, I guess. So that's my collection, you guys. That is everything I have from Vinegar Syndrome, and the best I can recommend. See, do I have Rocket Man? I do not have Rocket Man. Let's see. Let me check the YouTube and see if anything's happening question-wise there. Let's see. What are you talking about, John? Sorry, TV show of Beastmaster underwhelmed. Yeah, the TV show was bad. Agree with you. Oh, you don't like Beastmaster. There's a Beastmaster 2 and 3. Yeah, I haven't seen them. The Beastmaster 2 sucks. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't be surprised. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I have the same Beastmaster box. And the movie, one of the best sword and sorcery movies of the 80s. 100% agree. Watched it 10 times since the late 80s. Well, it's the joke about that thing, too, is in the early days of HBO, the joke was Beastmaster's on. Because Beastmaster was literally always playing on HBO back in the 80s. So, all right, so let me go over to Vinegar Syndrome, the Vinegar Syndrome website, and I'll tell you right now what's in my cart. All right. So currently in my cart, we were talking about other genres other than horror. The top of my cart right now is a movie called Hearts Beat Loud. It is a drama. It has Nick Offerman and Toni Collette, and it is an amazing movie. I love it so much. Nick Offerman plays a character who owns a record shop, and he and his wife used to have a touring band, like a rock band, and she got cancer and died, leaving him to take care of their daughter. Their daughter also is a musician and singer, and in this story, she is about to go off to college. So the father and daughter decide to do one last blast and put the band back together with her singing. It is a beautiful coming-of-age type of story. I recommend. I saw it in theater. I'm very excited to add it to my collection, and the count is low. It's under 400. I'm also getting Kid Candidate. It is a documentary about a young guy in his 20s running for city council in a Texas town. I'm fascinated. I love political documentaries like this that are character-driven and not politically driven. Very low count on that one, too, in my cart. Shiva Baby is a movie I've been meaning to look at for a long time. It's supposed to be like a family comedy that is fantastic, so I'm blind buying it just based on all the recommendations I've gotten. Low numbers also. Jack Frost, we talked about it, is an 80s horror movie, really cheesy. It's a snowman that comes to life and kills people. And finally, Blue Money. It's a kind of a gangster thing. Don't know much about it. Heard good things. Very low count. So I'm going to pick that is my first run of movies that I'm going to pick up. Like I said, we've talked about Amityville Horror. We've talked about Freeway. I want those. I want to see what the prices are going to be and decide if they're worth getting now. If the prices are really good, even though they're over 1,000 of them in inventory, I might go ahead and bite. I might go for it. But I want to see what's going to be announced. Vinegar Syndrome is going to announce some stuff. They're going to announce some stuff that's going to come out later this year. But what's going to happen, I believe, is those things that are announced during the sale, you can only buy during the sale. You will not be able to buy them again until Black Friday. So if they put something out good, I want to go ahead and get so I can have it before Christmas. I want to see what those are. So right now, my current cart before discounts is $120. So I would expect after the discounts go through, it's probably going to be in the $75 range. So I'm hoping that should leave me room to go and buy a few other things throughout the weekend and see how it goes. All right. What do you guys think? Tommy, totally a different genre of movie, but you like Harry and the Hendersons. It's a comedy. I don't know too much. I haven't seen it in a long time. I'd have to revisit. Not really my thing though. Do you have any Batman? Yes, I have the Batman 80s Steelbook collection. I do have that, and then I have the Christopher Nolan collection that includes all of his Batman movies too. I have those for sure. Do you have Rocket Man? No, I don't have Rocket Man. Let's see. Thank you for following. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Excited for you to go live when the site goes back up to see the deals. Awesome. You're going to join us? That's awesome. We love to have you in here to chat. You're such a cool person in the community here. Really appreciate it. What's up, Mike? Yeah, so I'm going to go on at 10:30. It sounds like Leo wants to go on with me to do the shop. We'll shop together. I don't know, Twinflix, maybe somebody else will pop in as well. So that'll be fun Thursday night. That'll be fun. But I wanted to do a couple of lives. I did one yesterday, kind of going over my tips and tricks, and that is over on the YouTube if you want to see it. Tips and tricks for this shopping thing, because there's a lot of things you need to do to get the most out of this sale. It's a different kind of sale than most companies do. Yes, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that you guys are going to be there. So you can watch that video. Hopefully seeing my collection, the things that I like, things I don't like, maybe that helps you think about some things you might want to buy. Feel free to hit me in the comments of the YouTube video, or you can, comment on some of my other stuff here on TikTok, and I'll answer as many questions as I can about about Vinegar Syndrome before the sale goes live, because it is a really cool company that is littered with landmines. You can blind buy some really crappy titles if you're not careful. And some people like that. Some people like the really crappy stuff, so that's cool. But if you're someone that's like me that kind of likes mid-range levels of crap, but not really crappy crap, then you've got to be a little bit more careful about what you buy from them, because I've made a lot of mistakes. But again, they have some really cool stuff, so we can all do this journey together, and it'll be fun. Let's see. I'm looking forward to finally being able to, being able to add to your order. Okay, so you must have some pre-orders, and that's why you are looking forward to add. Let's see, and the Canon cartoons. What are we talking about over here? Are we still talking about Beastmaster? Heck, oh yeah, we are talking about Beastmaster. There was a lot of garbage that spun off from the Beastmaster movie. It was one good movie, one flash in the pan, and then, that's it. Everything else that came from that is bad. All right, let's see. All right, you guys have any other questions, comments, thoughts on Vinegar Syndrome before we kind of start wrapping this up? I'll jump in and try and answer anything before we go. Let's see. Oh, there's really only a few of you left, so let's just wrap it up, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I hope it helped. If you're watching the YouTube video later, I hope you see part 2 and part 1, because it got broken because of my stupid computer choked on me halfway through. So there's 2 parts over there. Let me know in the comments if you can answer any questions for you, and I will see you guys on the next one.